Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Gym Spotlight, the series where we travel to your area and give you an insight to your local BJJ gym. This week we're in Worcester. That's right, that really odd sounding sauce but also delicious crisp that Americans have probably pronounced wrong. So America, say it with me just so you get this right. It's pronounced Worcestershire. Beautiful. Legends. I know you got it right. I could hear it from here. There it goes. Worcestershire. I actually love that sauce and the crisp that you can get. Oh man, it's so good. If you haven't had it, you should. You should absolutely have it. Anyways, besides like scrumptious crisps and sauces, there is also a Checkmat affiliated gym under Chico Mendes. That's right, the guy that did all of this stuff. Look how long it takes to actually scroll through this. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you 3 Points Martial Arts in Worcester. Let's get into it.
I'm Martin. I run 3 Points Martial Arts in Worcester. We're a Checkmat gym, but also MMA and Muay Thai. The gym's been here for a long time. It used to be Trojan Free Fighters. I took it over, a year and a half ago, basically because the pandemic killed the gym and I didn't want it to die. So it was where I trained, where my friends were, a great set of coaches, a great set of members, and I just thought that should carry on. So I took it over and tried to just curate it, I suppose, and you know, try and keep the stuff that was good and put my own spin on it, and just try and build a happy, sort of effective member base who would, you know, enjoy what they're doing and do it well.
How many classes do you run roughly?
We run classes 6 days a week, I suppose. What do we do? 4 classes a day plus Saturday, so whatever that is, 20. Maths.
A lot. Maths isn't your strong point.
No. We have gi jiu-jitsu every day, which is sort of something we wanted to focus on. We're sort of, I mean, we're not just a jiu-jitsu gym, but it's, I suppose it was our kind of biggest class. Muay Thai sort of spread through the week. We have people who compete from all classes. So we've got like the MMA coach Dave is a pro MMA fighter. Fought in Bellator and Bama. We've got people who fight Muay Thai. So there's people who do competitions in jiu-jitsu. So equally, I don't really, you know, we're not a competition gym as such. We, you know, we have people to choose to, but you know, we want people to sort of find the thing that they want to get out of it.
Yeah, of course. What a cool gym. Now just to clarify, throughout this video we'll be specifying the BJJ aspect of this gym because they also offer MMA under Dave Kalser and they also offer Muay Thai under Rich Newman. Dave, I apologise if I got your name wrong. I know it's a bit ironic, I've just been talking about pronunciation and how terrible America is probably pronounced Worcestershire, so if I got your name wrong, Dave, I'm sorry. I think I got it. For specifics on where it's located, it's at the Shrub Hill Industrial Estate next to FS360. There's a big sign outside that says 3 Points Martial Arts. You just walk upstairs and bing bang, Bob's your uncle, you're there. I was quite fortunate to spend several days training at the gym and I got in some really good roles with kind of different variety of belts and a different variety of styles, which is great because that means each role is going to be different and it's going to challenge you in a different way. Always great to see that in the gym, there's having this, not just one style that each person does, everyone's kind of picked their own thing and said, I want to do this, a bit of this, and wham, bam, thank you ma'am, jiu-jitsu, you know? Now even though the BJJ head coach was on a well-earned holiday, he need not worry because the gym is in safe hands. Each class was well structured and taught by whoever was running it, and they stayed on the topic of that week. So whilst I was there, we were covering mount escapes and each person had something new or like a little nuance to escaping the mount or attacking from it. 3 Points has a massive matted area, so a lot of the rolls that we actually did, they were just like, oh, feel free to stand up because there was a lot of space available. They've got like the big mat space where kind of the bags were, and they also had a ring that you could go into, as well as kind of a like an overflow-esque area in the back as well, where they kind of have a few cardio machines and whatnot. Oh, and there was also like a kitchen/waiting area where there was just more space, so if you're just waiting for class, there's actually somewhere you can go and chill. Wonderful. The guys at the gym were super friendly and welcoming, and I definitely had this kind of Step Brothers moment where this guy, Max, was like, not so subtly, looking at my tattoo and then came around like, is that a mastodon tattoo? I was like,
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
On one of the days after a double session of gi and no gi, I got to sit down with Martin Saunders, the owner of the gym, and we chatted on how the gym came about. We talked about his well-earned nickname, and of course, we shot him them quick-fire questions.
Hi guys, welcome back. We're in 3 Points Martial Arts. I almost forgot instantly. 3 Points Martial Arts in Worcester, and here with Martin Saunders, the owner. We're just going to ask you a few questions, is that right?
Sure. Yeah.
Wicked. So first off, I've been asked by Paul, why is your nickname Mr. No Chill?
You know, flow rolling. I never quite worked out how to do it. I mean,
Not your thing?
you just can't let people have stuff, you know. So me and Paul have good roles anyway.
Oh,
But there is no chill generally.
How did you meet Paul? Was it like, or was he already part of the gym when you took it over?
Yeah, so I started training here. Well, I telling you this story before. I started doing jiu-jitsu kind of how long ago? 6-7 years ago. But I'd already done a load of no-gi. I'd had an MMA fight, and I started training at Checkmat Gym in London, which is London Fight Factory. There's this gym. It's the same affiliation as the place I went to when I was in London. Let's check it out. Came here as a white belt, basically, complete beginner. Obviously got to know Paul as a coach, worked my way through, and then obviously sort of, you know, as time's gone on, things have changed and I've took over. And
has Paul been your coach all the way through so far?
pretty much, apart from,
Wicked.
I say,
Apart
I mean,
from
I
like
started
the initial
yeah,
part.
a tiny little bit, yeah, and I mean other stuff that I did before, which wasn't really jiu-jitsu, but other grappling.
I have to ask, so I looked into your background and it's so random, I have to say. So you started off you got a PhD in medicine and quantum mechanics?
Yeah, so we said about maths not being my strong point.
Yeah, sorry. And then you started doing startups and app development, and then you owned a BJJ gym. How did you get from A to Z?
I get bored. I run a startup which does all right. We've got it's an education thing. We make a spelling game called Spelling Shed. That's like my corporate life. With the pandemic, the gym was going to close, and it was, this is my therapy, this is my church, you know. And I didn't want the gym to go down because it was the thing that kept me sane with all the, you know, the corporate stuff, which I love and which I'm really proud of. But it's a different place, and it helps sort of keep me balanced. So that was why I sort of thought, well, I'm here anyway. If I just do the customer support and, you know, basically it's the same. So that's where it came from.
Stupid question incoming. Why is it called 3 Points Martial Arts? Is it because you just do BJJ, Muay Thai, and MMA?
So we spent a very long time trying to come up with a name. So we were told. Chico said, you've got to have a name that no other gym's got,
right,
but it's got to be straightforward.
Okay.
And we went through so many. And actually, there was a member who works on a branding agency, which is convenient, and he had this thing. And it's sort of, we liked it because you've got triangles. Of course. Like a triangle choke.
Yeah.
You've got 3 points from scoring in competition. There was just lots of different kind of connotations that we liked.
No, stupid question then. I thought it was going to be really bad.
I can't believe how long it took us to come up with a name. It was vaguely okay.
Before I forget, I've got to say a massive thank you. So this is Tuesday, but I was here with Jaden yesterday, and his class was really good, like really hard, like comp class.
Yep.
Where he kind of did sort of some drilling, positional sparring, and then some like really good rolling. Is that something like your gym kind of, is that something you do every week? Or kind of, what's kind of like your class setup?
We try and vary it because we don't want people to avoid the hard class.
Yep, fair.
Equally, we try not to kill anybody too much. And we've got a few people competing on Sunday, which is why we kind of went a bit more into comp mode.
Have you got like a nice balance of members where like some are just doing it for the hobby and some are doing comps?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, when we were like, it was in the downtime where we couldn't do anything, what do we want the gym to be? And we came up with this thing, like we want, like fighters and families was our little kind of thing. And you know, we want to have classes that are at a high enough level for people who want to fight, who want to do it because they want to win and, you know, and do well. We also want to welcome people who want to have a hobby, or they are families, and we've got kids classes and all that stuff. So we're trying to find the balance, and you know, equally, hopefully everyone kind of is respectful of who they're training with and pushes the people who want to compete and doesn't murder the people who don't necessarily need that. You know.
Last little one, and then we'll kind of do the quick fire stuff. You got any advice for anyone who would like wants to open a gym and do something that you've kind of done?
Get your admin sorted out.
Admin.
Get good systems so you know who owes you money and make sure they pay you, and have, you know, boring stuff like policies and safeguarding and first aid and all that stuff that, you know, you don't want to have to think about, but it's stuff that it's such a problem if you don't have it and you need it.
Of course,
you know?
Definitely.
Think about your culture, think about what you want to sort of, you know, the values of the gym, the corporate thing. You know, and so that was for us, was the fighters and families thing. That was our little that's how we wanted it to be welcoming, but we also wanted it to be effective from a class's point of view.
Better community, isn't it?
Yeah, so why would members want to come to you rather than...
There you go. Pay attention. Take notes if you need. Right, we're just going to do some kind of quick fire questions.
Okay.
It's like the first thing that pops your head, kind of like one-word answers.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, no pressure. Gi or no gi?
No gi.
Favourite position?
Back mount.
Yeah. Favourite submission?
Rear naked choke.
Any BJJ tattoos?
Nope.
None?
No.
It's just you, Mark. So what's like the best thing about competing? Or what's your favourite thing if you had to?
Favourite thing about competing? I mean, when you win, that's
nice. Yeah.
And actually fair, when you lose, because as much as it sucks, it's the best way of figuring out how to
Where your
suck
weaknesses
less.
are.
Yeah.
For sure. Worst thing about competing?
When you get hurt because you go too hard or you mess something up and you do
Have you
something
done
stupid.
that?
Yeah.
What happened?
What did I even do? I got caught in an arm triangle, and I just tried too hard to muscle out of it and just tore my shoulder. And it was like, and it wasn't even like, it was like the ligaments, I think, and it just hurt. It was months, and I had to take time off, and it was just a stupid niggly thing that just came from, I should have just tapped.
Yeah.
But it's a competition, so you got to try it.
Have you got any kind of like pre-rituals that you do, or superstitions when it comes to competitions?
Normally go, crap, I'm supposed to be on mat, whatever. And that's about it.
That's a good one. First one I've heard so far.
I'm terrible at warming up.
Really?
I'm either warm up hours too soon and then I'm cold again, or I just never leave enough time. So
if you could travel back in time and see White Belt Martin, and you've got to give him like one bit of advice, what would it be?
probably do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, because I started doing Japanese Jiu Jitsu when I was like 15, right?
Okay.
And I remember watching UFC 2 in the gym. We
No
did
way.
basically MMA. There was a Muay Thai class after the Japanese Jiu Jitsu class, and basically we did MMA. We had fights in a boxing ring. We did. I remember fighting with this Thai boxer and getting him by armbar and stuff. And
Awesome.
It was like 1994 or something. And if I knew, and then actually I went to a seminar with Hoist Gracie.
What?
And like, and I didn't even, and I just didn't quite, the penny didn't drop, or like I didn't Google hard enough or whatever. And if I'd have actually like gone to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu then, like I'd be like 4th degree or something ridiculous. So I'm a bit.
How far ago was that? 1984?
I was, not
like,
sure.
Almost 8, is that almost 8 years ago?
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh my God.
I'm old.
I didn't mean that way. I just
But so I just wish that
starting
I found
it
the
early.
real thing, like back at the start.
Martin, I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks very much for having us, man.
Yeah,
It's such
cheers,
a
mate.
pleasure.
Thanks.
I don't know what else to say, really. It's been really nice. Honestly,
Yeah.
just thanks for having us. So if you're ever in Worcester, come to check out 3 Points Martial Arts. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
That was a weird sign-off. I'm really sorry. Hey there, guys. It's Future Chris. I'm not too sure what happened at the end of this interview. I think I just had a massive brain fart. So sorry, Martin and 3 Points Martial Arts. But if you do need to go, they are a welcoming bunch, and I can't recommend it enough. That's it. Have a good one. Love you. Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
So there you have it, 3 Points Martial Arts in Worcester, or Worcestershire, or Worcestershire. If you're looking to start BJJ in Worcester, this place has you covered with a wide variety of levels and classes available. And even if you are experienced and you've done BJJ a while, still give them a visit. Still go check out the club if you're new to Worcester, as you'll get in some great roles with some different variety of guys, and especially of different belt colours, and they've all got their different styles. So man, you'll definitely have some quality and tough roles if you do go visit the gym. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave it a like. If you've got any questions or comments for the gym, or for me in general, just then leave them down below and I'll make sure that the gym finds out. And as always, if you like this face and want to see more of it, then consider clicking the subscribe button, why did I almost forget what it's called, and ringing the bell to stay notified. Either way, you've all been awesome. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all next time. Cheers!